All right. Here we are back one more time with the person that I got this whole thing started with. And we've come from being in a park to now at least being indoors, which is pretty nice. But I'd like to introduce again good friend Dave Ramos.
Hey, bro. Thanks for having me back.
Hell yeah, man. How's it been, man? Because like since that day we we were at the park, feel like we at least had some decent things going on. Like how have things been at Magoo's? What's going on there?
Pretty good. Ups and downs. You've been out there. I was running co-producing those shows with Trevor Kevelo. Those were all his shows. Trevor since has gone back to Los Angeles. He's actually a Los Angeles comic. I believe he's gonna keep running those shows. I opted out just because I liked working with the guy, and now because I was getting some learning from him, and now that he's gone, it's like, all right, I'll step away too, But I do have a new production coming to Magoo's this March and in April. Hopefully they want me around, starting a Spanish production, all Spanish comedy shows.
That's awesome.
So hopefully that keeps it running. And I do believe Trevor might have his people to continuing those shows for him at Magoo's with Corrupted Comedy.
Okay, that's great. Yeah. As many Mexicans as there are in this city, I feel like there's not that big a Spanish scene as there at least should be, in my opinion. Well, so definitely bringing it out this way with your show now. I did because I myself have been trying to step into Spanish shit. Still haven't been able to get to a mic, but we'll hopefully do that soon. But like I said, it's an entirely different side to the scene that integrating it to our stuff that's such an awesome thing, man. You got anything else you're working on?
Mainly that I'm shooting shots, bro. I'm shooting shots. I think last time I mentioned I feel at heart as of now in my little bit of experience that I'm a bar comic. I'm a bar comic. That's where I thrive. Last night I was blessed to have a spot at the Lincoln Lodge. Thank you, Marianne, for having me.
Sure.
Did good. But the few opportunities I have to go to theaters and stuff like that or clubs. I usually eat a bag of crap. So I want to expand. I want to keep running with the bar shows. Like I said, I'm shooting shots. Hopefully, these bars and lounges in the Chicagoland area want to have me, and I can throw some English shows too. That's why I want to do that. I would like to do some English shows. And just pair that up with Picardia, my new Spanish production, and keep it going that way.
Hell yeah. Would you mind talking about? You said you've been through some downs. Would you mind talking a little bit about those?
No, I love it. I hate myself. No, I think as comedians we all have those things that make us funny, but also. Puts a monkey wrench in the whole business. I don't know, man. I have this thing that right around November, I call it my yearly implosion. And I start just disappearing or, I was blessed. That's always a blessing for me. I was blessed to co-produce Jajas and Jajas, Spanish show at Babs with Emily, Jose Alfredo Cafeinado, Uzi, and Adrian Ayala. And then that weird thing goes off in my head, and it's like, guys, I'm out. And very unprofessional, I would say, on my part. But I don't know, it just happens. So that happened. I snowballed it into backing out or stepping away from the Corrupted Comedy shows. What else did I do? My dog died. I brought him back. I did bring him back. The silver lining, I got a 3-minute bit out of it. But a lot of things snowball for me in the winter. I don't know what it is, but end of year, it's pretty tough for me. And then right around the new year or fake new year, I start coming back. I start snapping out of it.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know. Thankfully, I feel like I always come back a little bit stronger. So I just, thank God for that. Thank God that I have the capability that at least that I could at least slamp out of it and get back on the horse.
No, I totally get that because, like you were saying, you try to take shots and everything and all that, and sometimes you feel like you're putting yourself out there so much, and it's like sometimes either things don't go exactly the way you want them to, or other things come in your way, like you said with your dog, or like I'm also going through other shit at home myself. So it's like you try, but like you said, taking a little step back for like your mental health, or just have a space to breathe. Sometimes that is such a relieving thing, and I mean sometimes it can seem like you're messing up or something. Like you're saying, if you're stepping away from producing shows or whatever. I mean, I haven't really produced many myself, but just a little few things I've done, I know that shit can start to get stressful real quick. Either people either not cooperating right, or just just things always come up and shit.
No, definitely.
So I definitely understand, like, wanting to have that time for yourself to be like, I need to either get shit straightened out or just need some space to breathe. So that's totally, I totally get that. But how about, is there any good things you feel you've been through recently?
Yeah, of course, dude. I like I said, the ability to take a step back, and the people that we work with, people checked up on me. I always feel like, damn it, here I go again. So I feel alone a lot of times, and I feel like I don't have a lot of support. And shockingly, people out of the woodwork will check up on you. People that you wouldn't expect to check up on you, and you're like, oh my God, I'm not entirely alone. Maybe this is me thinking that way, and it's not quite so. So when I kind of step back and I become a hermit, bro. I disappear. I go to my day job and just come home to my dog, and I stay out of Dodge. And the people who I didn't think would have that that feel for me, or they checked up on me, and I thought that was great. That made me feel, not made me feel good, but I was like, it really shocks me. It shocked me, like, holy crap. I guess I do kind of exist out there. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the capability of being able to take that step back, like you said, take that breath, and then use it to, move forward. I know a lot of people who take that step back and never came back, just moved on to different things, or just didn't come back at all. Yeah. So that's good. With the productions, like I said, I feel really embarrassed stepping away from some of these productions last year. That great opportunities for me, but on the silver lining on the flip side is, now I'm working on my own productions. I took what I learned from Emily, I took what I learned from Trevor Kevelo, and I'm rolling the dice with something of my own. And that makes me feel pretty capable, man. And I usually feel like a piece of crap. So that's pretty good,
Yeah, with like something one of the I feel biggest lessons I've like had to learn is that shit takes its time. Like there's certain things you can't rush, unfortunately, and it's like in taking that step back. Is when you can like really like see that, because like you said, some people they don't come back because like they want everything like right now. It's like, oh shit, my career is not kicking off right now. The shit's not paying off. I'm done.
They
That's
bail.
it. And it's important to see that like we're fucking human beings. We go through, like, and just like having a day job right there, it's like already so much of your energy and your time is going to one thing.
Oh yeah.
And it's like now you're adding, and trying to be a fucking comic is such a ridiculous thing.
Yeah.
That like trying to make that like a big part of your life is like you're asking for something bad to happen, basically. Just trying to be in this fucking shit.
Oh yeah.
But that also speaks to like just like having real like love for the game and like be and also seeing that once you're actually like really part of the community, like you said, you're able to take a step back and then people checking in on you and stuff. It's like, oh wow, all the stuff I've been doing hasn't been just for nothing or whatever.
Totally, man.
It hasn't been just shit. But no, I mean like I said, having I myself also, there's just certain things that sometimes it's like fuck. I would love to be out either just at a mic or whatever, but it's like you got shit to take care of at home, and this is like so yes. Things have to be done like not just in its time, but like in order to. Like you gotta have like your hierarchy of things. You have
Balance.
shits that's important to you, and like I said, we're fucking human beings. So unfortunately, sometimes comedy has to come second or third or shit.
No, 100%. And we're people. We all have different life situations. Some people are blessed where they don't really have to worry about that day job, and that's totally fine. We're paisas. We gotta chingarle. Hay que chingarle. We gotta work. That's some of these jobs take a lot out of us. I know I don't have any love for my day job, but if I don't do that thing 40 plus hours a week, I can't afford gas to get to the mic. Or, you know what I'm saying, feed my family, feed my dog, pay for the rent so I could not be on the streets. Like you said, sometimes the comedy has to take a step back or two. And like, I'm not dogging anybody who doesn't have all those things. Other people have other things they might have to worry about. Might not be a day job. It could be mental health. It could be emotional, family issues. For me, on November 5th, dude, when my dog literally keeled over, and blessedly, I was able to do CPR on him and bring him back. But I told people like, hey, unless I got a gig that I already am booked for and I can't back out of, because my word, I'm trying to keep my word meaning something. It's tough sometimes. No. But it's like I can't, I'm gonna have to step back from the mic scene, and I can't do open mics because if my dog kills, that has a limited time to be around, then I want to spend my time with him. I don't have any children, so that's in a weird sense for some people. That's my son, that's my child, and we have to, comedy can't be number one all the time. That's not funny. If you take comedy too serious, it won't be funny.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, that is kind of a weird thing. Like I feel like the people that take it too seriously and make it a business end up the least funny.
No, yeah.
When you're able to take this step back and keep yourself like relaxed and like in like reality almost is when you can actually come back to the stage with something that's real.
Yeah,
something that's good.
And let me say this: I'm losing the train here. And this is how you know you love the game. You said it's about the love of the game, right, dude? I know when I step away, because I have to step away, something's not right with me. Something is not right with me. Like either I'm like angry or like something's not right. And then I was like, oh shit, I haven't been on stage in a week. I haven't done a month. I haven't done a mic in a month, whatever it is. And that's when I realized like, oh, that's part of my life. It's part of my existence. And while we have to take these steps away to take care of business, I feel it. I feel the difference. Like, hey, something's not 100%, and I'm not doing what I want to do, what I love to do.
Yeah.
That's how you know, man. Like when you miss it, something is not right when you don't do it.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely have been getting that a lot more lately, where it's like even if I'm busy doing something. And I'm not just sitting around at home and shit. I'm still like, I gotta get out there. I don't know, and like even like I haven't made more than like $10 on shows and shit. But it's like that's still what I want to do.
Yes.
Regardless of what. I don't know. something I've definitely been falling in love with more, a lot more. Uh, I feel like because with stand up, it's like such because like I love playing video games, but the games I like playing usually the most are games where I can play
Kill.
like yeah, where I can like rank solo. So where I can play by myself and I can have my rank actually go up and like mean something. And I feel that translates a lot to stand up, where it's like I'm putting myself out there and I can see like this almost like a leaderboard.
Yeah,
Like,
progression, man.
yeah, this is what I'm at. This is what I got to do. This is how I got to work on myself. This is, and it is a lot of like working on yourself, not just like as a comedian, but there's a lot of things you have to do as well, like as a person. Like with my, I know one of the biggest things I gotta work on stage is like my stage presence and how I am on there. But I feel I have been the ways that I make improvements is by like stepping outside myself in person, not on stage. Like getting new experiences and doing different things translates to like me being more comfortable on stage and shit.
No, definitely.
And it's just it's such a evolving thing too.
Let me ask you something real quick. When, like, let's say lately you haven't been on stage too much, or when you have those periods, do you find yourself having an outlet to get your jollies off and that funny sense? Like for me, I'll take it out on my coworkers. Like I'll take it out at people at my job, and I'll just find opportunities to slide a new in there, a new joke, a new something. Do you feel like you have that in your life?
It definitely does come out a lot more if I haven't been on stage, where like I feel like I have to make a joke or something.
Oh, yeah.
Like especially if I'm with a group of people, it's like I'm looking for something to say. I'm trying to do something. And yeah, like I said, because like being on stage is almost it's like being off stage is like it's like building up stress, and then you get on stage and it's like relief. So when you have that building up so much in you and you don't have the stage to get it out, it's like yeah, you gotta do it somewhere.
Gotta release, man.
You gotta do it somewhere.
Gotta splooge it.
But also with like taking that step back, it does at least give you time to develop, write more, and go back to your old writing. Something I've been doing more is going to my old stuff and seeing it differently, telling it differently, writing it differently, stuff like that. Because I can see things differently now compared to how when I started and shit.
No, that you're nailing it. Somebody asked me that same question a few months ago. What do you do when you're not performing, or what do you do when you're not writing? Well, look, if you can't get out there and perform, you write, you revisit, you write new stuff, you revisit your old stuff, live a little, live a little life. I said, the stuff will come to you. Like when that thing happened with my dog, dude, I got a nice 3-minute bit out of it, and then I didn't realize that's exactly the way the bit turned out. Is 98% the way I first told the story to a good friend of mine, comedian Billy D. I was like, "What's wrong?" It's like, "Man, my dog died," and I talked to him for 3 minutes, and it was like, "Holy shit, that's it." just throw tags here and there, Yeah, dude. It's not just about the performance. So you're doing it. You're in it, man. That's what I like to hear. You're in it. Can't get on, working on the different aspects of it. You already know. I got to work on my stage presence, right? So you're doing that. There's people who, and because they tell me, like, hey, man, like if I'm not on stage, I'm not thinking funny. I don't even know funny. I'm not writing funny.
Shit.
Maybe that's what works for them, but I know a particular friend, when he told me, I was like, nah, man, it's actually hurting me. So the fact that you know that, I think that's a big step, bro. I think you're on it, man.
Shit, hopefully.
Nah, definitely, dude.
Yeah, I mean, at least, with this, like, I definitely have more stuff where it's like the first time I'll say it on stage, but I can understand now what is funny on stage as to what's funny like in person, like if you're just next to someone or you're with a group of people and shit. Like this is different types of humor,
That's right.
and you have to understand the nuances to it.
And learn how to translate too. Translate. Some, I was talking to my coworkers, and some, I try not to talk about it, but the people that do know, they'll be like, "Hey, when's your next show?" It's like, I quit again. Like, I fucking quit again. It's that time of year. Oh, you can't quit. And then somebody will come along and be like, "Oh, well, are you funny?" And I'll be, honestly, I think I'm funnier out here talking shit to y'all, But I try to translate that to the stage because, as you said, it's a whole different ball game, But learning to translate, I think that helps us get in there, create material. You take you talking shit with your buddies. How can I put that into a monologue? Obviously, I don't have my friends to bounce back and forth. Let me work. That's the work, right? That's where you work.
Yeah.
I see you've been to open mics where there's somebody's birthday and they dared him to get on stage, right? So you could do that. You might get lucky and get some laughs out of your buddies, but there's actual work that goes along with it. It is a performance. And I think with stand-up, the way I see it, it's just my point of view. Other people may share it. Is the illusion that we're saying this for the first time. That I just came up with this, and now I'm fucking saying it.
Yeah.
But you know damn well we've said this shit 300 times at home and in open mics.
Yeah.
That's the work, man. That's the work we put in.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who aren't comedians that'll be like, it's like you just go on stage and just to say whatever, and it's like that's how it looks. But we've said these things hundreds of times over and over again, like what. It is a performance that you have to give, and like you said, there's so many different little things that go into it, not just with the writing or the stage performance, like your cadence, how you're, if you are trying to give like a monologue type of thing, you have to know either how to space it, where to add your punches, what to do. Like there's so many different little things to it. And it's also one of the big reasons why I guess I've really been liking comedy. It's like there's so many expressions to it.
Yes. Yeah.
And
styles, etc.
Yeah. And like if you're really able to get into that, like understanding of what you're supposed to do and how to do it and all that, it just becomes it really does become a lot more playful, and then that's something that the audience can tell as well. Like you were saying, how people part of like it seeming like it's your first time is adding like playfulness to it, and not seeming like you are just reciting something from
robotic
shit. And also something I would kind of add to that is like a performance, like you would want it to feel like an inside joke with one of your buddies. Like you have that relation and closeness with someone, and that's something that you have to learn how to develop and shit, because you need to like have the audience understand you, and there's a lot of people I feel can't get that across right, where they'll have like a bit or something, but like the audience might be a little confused through it. And it's like, if you're not hammering your idea like perfectly right, and the audience doesn't know what the fuck you're saying, like you're not gonna get the joke right.
Right.
Like,
I think that's like the relatability, right? Relatability also. I don't know how we would phrase it, but the ability to get your point across to somebody who may not be your homies, may not understand that point of view. All those little things are really neat. So I was telling you before we started, last night I was, or maybe I did say it, but I was at Marianne's show, the Heckler's Happy Hour. You ever been out there?
Not on stage, but I've checked it out.
You checked it out, right? Dude, first time I did it, I think I didn't do well. I mean, I think I got my last where I needed to, but as far as performance, it was janky because I was going through my material the way I normally would. But this is a show where the audience is encouraged to heckle you, to talk shit. So your timing's getting thrown off because people are throwing stuff at you, and you're over here. At least me, I'm clowny. I'm a bit of a clown out there. So I'm doing my typical clown stuff, but then they're throwing something in the middle where, oh shit, it might interrupt me. So yesterday I was like, all right, plan for that. Plan to get stopped on your tracks, be able to do that back and forth with them, or acknowledge or make a joke out of it, and then boom, jump off. What a great workout, dude. What a great workout. Everybody email them. Email Yarn Maze and Katie Mark to get on that show just because it's such a good exercise. You know, and the funniest thing about that show is the hecklers are actually just really nice people, you know, and I know the first time I was like, all right, man, these people are going to eat me alive, bro. They're going to shit on my life. And it wasn't the case. I've been to open mics where people are real mean heckling you, you know, just bar people out there. So that's what I think that is such an interesting and important exercise. I don't think we have enough things like that other than actually getting heckled, you know, and that I thought that was really cool. I don't know. I hope you get on that one of these days, just because you're gonna feel that monkey wrench, just getting in the middle of your set of your planned set, your cadence is throwing off your cadence, you know. So it's really interesting, man. That's some good stuff.
Oh yeah, I'll reach out.
Oh yeah, vouch.
Oh yeah. What else, man? I don't know. Is there anything else you might want to add on here?
Let's see. We talked about we were talking about performance, being for performative and cadence. You know, who I look up to the most, or the kids out there that most impress me, are the quiet ones. You're quiet. Mo Diab is quiet. Ruben B. You know, you guys remind me of New York City comics. You know, you're right there. You're in your personal space, and it's the material, is what you're saying. You talk some shit. You talk some shit, but you wouldn't think it because you're not out there cursing and being like a monster. But you're saying some stuff. I remember some of your bits. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think just because, you know, I talk shit, but I'm the opposite. I'm really clowny and big and loud. That I just love how a quiet, not even quiet, just a centered, low-key comic can get boisterous laughs. I'm like, damn, they're getting so much with this centered energy. I think that is so cool, bro.
Awesome.
You know?
I was the last time, was it at Harrigan's? Did get a good compliment for one of my bits. If I forgot his name, friend of Tristan A. Smith, but he came up to me after my set. And he's like, "Dude, it's like that. It's like that was actually a really good bit and shit." I was like, "Oh, thank you."
That feels good, you know.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, that feels great, man. Hey, just conversating here and talking. We might have to cut this one, but you were there at Magoo's when Mason Pryor performed, right?
Oh yeah.
So you want to talk about that night?
I mean, I mean, like I don't know. I feel like he was acting real big. Like he let that Pryor name get to him, where he was like almost talking shit.
Kind of was talking shit.
Yeah, and
I know he pointed you out.
And,
you remember that?
Well, he was like, "You're a comic too," and I was like, "Yeah."
Why don't you get up here and do an hour too? Like, whoa, like you shit on all of us, right?
And then he also said he wasn't gonna like do his A shit. He was just like, "Oh, it's like a whatever crowd, so you know, do whatever too." And shit.
That crowd went to see him.
Yeah, I know, and it's like, and to me, like as a comic, like it doesn't matter what the crowd is. Like you do your fucking
There you
your
go.
A1. You do your
Yeah.
shit. You don't like at that. Even if like if you're performing for one person, like perform for yourself almost. Like
100%.
and for him to do that and like just to walk around like that, it's like you got to make a name for yourself first.
Yeah,
And then you
100,
can do
dude.
that.
It was an interesting
It's-
night.
It was because I mean I didn't get to talk to him more personally. I guess you probably did.
A little bit.
But I mean, what did you want to bring up about that or what?
Well, just because I remember you being there. So look, whatever. We're just having a good time here, So Trevor, he's friends with Trevor Cavolo. He had him the night before. We had a show in Lyle at an Italian restaurant. That guy killed. The guy killed. He came in super swaggy. I think he had like this Michael Jackson-esque jacket on, sequins shoes, super gregarious, bro. He went out there, did about 15, and he did material, and the boy killed, dog. He was awesome, right? It was a great night. All he had to do at Magoo's the next night was repeat. Just replicate what you did the night before, So I think we all, maybe the comics that performed at Magoo's, because he was headlining, maybe I don't know if we wanted to impress him or I don't know what it was, but everybody brought their A game. Everybody was on their shit. Everybody killed, right? And I think everybody did like 12, 10 minutes, something like that. And I was hosting that night, I believe. Yeah, I was hosting. And when I host, especially those corrupted comedy shows, my vibe is once I get the headliner on, I'm done. I did my job. Let me take a breath. I don't smoke, but let me go outside. And I know a buddy was smoking cigarettes. Like I just wanted to stand outside. I just wanted to I did my thing. Everybody got taken care of, brought up on stage properly. And I remember I stuck for the first few minutes he did. And he was shitting on everybody. He's like, "Oh, everybody just came up here, did a fucking hour." I'm like, "What?" But I thought it was funny. I'm like, "All right, he's talking shit." And then I remember he pointed you out, like, aren't you a comedian?" And you're like, "Yeah." He said, "Why didn't you come up and do an hour?" I'm like, "Holy shit, this guy's going off." And that's when my buddy's like, "Hey, I'm gonna go outside, have a cigarette." I'm like, "I'll come out with you, get some air," And dude, we were not out there for 5 minutes, and then I hear Trevor Cavolo, "Hey, give it up for Mason." So I don't know, what was he up there for? 7, 8? He bailed.
I don't know if he did 10.
Yeah, I don't think he did
I don't
10.
think he did 10 because he was like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, he totally bailed, man.
Yeah.
Look, it is just a show at Magoo's. It is just a bar show, sure. People went to see him. I've never had people come out and see me, but I'll tell you, if I have one person, hey, we pay these hard-earned $10 to come see you talk shit, I'm gonna talk my shit, man. And afterwards, I know some of the patrons that came out talked to him, and he was super gracious with them, and they were all totally cool. But I remember just being out there right outside of Magoo's and just hearing Trevor's voice like, "Hey, give it up for Mason." I'm like, what the fuck happened? It was just such a crazy night, man. And like I said, all he had to do was replicate what he did the night before, which was awesome, dude. And I don't know. I know we haven't gotten a chance to speak about that or talk about that night. I just thought it was wild. It was a wild set of nights, man. So remember, it don't matter who your fucking daddy is. You got to get down James Brown.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's easy for me to say I don't know my daddy.
Yeah,
Old school Mexicans,
Hell yeah.
I'm not throwing shade at all if that came out that way. We're cutting this out.
Get rid of it. All right.
Oh man.
Hell yeah. That was a good night though.
That was good. Thanks for coming out, bro. That was fun.
Oh, hell yeah. What's it called? I've been. I wanted to do some photography with you after because I've been doing a lot more. I'm trying to get back into doing photography, but now for people and shit. Because I used to do it for like restaurants. If you ever need it at your shows or anything like that,
Awesome, dude.
hit me up.
Definitely, man.
Fucking.
I didn't shave my
direct to come
back
out.
today, but here we go.
That's good, man. Yeah, if anybody else needs it, shit. But yeah, with that, I mean, is there anything else you got?
No, man. Thanks for having me back. It's good seeing you again. It's good seeing you grow. I'm glad that even though you also have those down periods like I do, that I know you're up here, you're thinking about it, you're working on it. And look, man, this guy has a really nice thing going on. You got productions, you got ideas, you're working on things. Keep it going, baby.
Oh, yeah.
And I hope to see you on one of those Spanish mics so we can get you on a show, bro.
No, yeah,
En
for sure.
español.
Oh yeah, coming soon.
Coming
Hell
soon.
yeah.
We're really European here, speaking Spanish. European tongue.
All right, broski. Well, thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
being
bro.
on. Hell yeah.
Thanks, man.
Awesome.
Fuck yeah, dog.